Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Master RBG. Today I'm wearing my FNAF t-shirt, which can only mean one thing. Today we will once again be talking about the FNAF sister location. Now, I know it's been quite a while since we last talked about this game. Truth be told, one of the main reasons I haven't made a new theory video yet is mostly because my previous theory has stood up remarkably well so far. Most of the new information that's been presented since then has either supported the previous theory or just added extra miscellaneous things to theorize about apart from the main plot. So, I feel we're finally at that point where there's enough new material to theorize about. If you guys are anything like me, then you want your theory videos to be nice and meaty, filled with solid content and not just, fluff. And that's what I have here for you today. Now, I'm going to try my very best not to repeat material from my previous video. So, if you haven't seen it yet, I'll go and give you a link here, and you can come back and join us once you're all caught up. Okay? Cool. Now, to address the new material. The sister location finally has a real name. That name is Circus Baby's Pizza World. Yeah, I'm not super thrilled about the name of the location either, but hey, I'm sure it'll work out fine. We realize that the player character will be working underneath the facility in the maintenance area as a late night technician, which absolutely positively has to be a better job than a late night security guard. Am I right? Am I right? No? Okay. We also know that the people responsible for the maintenance will be Afton Robotics. And for the folks who are unfamiliar with the FNAF novel, The Silver Eyes, here's a minor spoiler warning. The name Afton Robotics carries some serious weight with it. William Afton was one half of fazzbear Entertainment, the business side of it more specifically. And in the book, it was revealed that William Afton is the guy we refer to as the Purple Guy, which means that either a relative, a close associate, or Purple Guy himself will be involved in this game. And since the source code made mention of a Criminal Institute project, this would lead us to believe it probably is going to be Purple Guy himself. Although if it's a relative, then apparently the apple didn't fall far from the tree. We also have had several of the listed but previously unknown animatronics revealed to us through teaser images from Scott's website. Namely, we got to see Ennard, Bidi Bom, and what may very well be Minorina. Where was Minorina shown, you may ask? Why, in the most recent teaser image, of course. Although you'll have to brighten it up a bit to see it. Hold on a sec. There. See them now? Bunch of mini versions of Ballora. Now, the first and potentially the most interesting of these new animatronics is Ennard, whose own name is a play on the term innards. Now, this Ennard animatronic is obviously the out-of-order animatronic mentioned in the location schedule. And we can clearly see from his appearance that he is indeed out of order. Very much so, in fact. The guy is literally a face with a tangle of wires, and that's it. Mangle from FNAF 2 has more of a cohesive and functional body than this poor sap has. Now, fazzbear Entertainment has let animatronics get away with all manner of horrific things without dismantling them. So what on earth could this animatronic have possibly done to warrant getting stripped down like this? His teaser image mentions that a little of him is in everybody. And that's every space body, by the way. Which brings me to my next thought. So Ennard did something horrible and gets not only deactivated but stripped down for spare parts as well. Now, where have we seen something like this happen before? Oh yeah, in FNAF 2. where the OG animatronics were used for spare parts for their newer toy animatronic counterparts. I realize full well that the other animatronics are clearly going to go all homicidal in this game, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion, and that the events of the game will obviously take place some considerable time after Ennard is declared out of order. But I'm not so sure that the 4 main animatronics for this game will be driven mad purely by Ennard. But I think the mini animatronics will. Bidi Bom and Minarina are both completely absent from the schedule, not being considered out of order like Ennard. So what does this mean? I believe that they are both works in progress. I also believe that they were where the bulk of Ennard's parts have been repurposed. And I believe that because of this, Ennard will exert some form of control over these smaller animatronics. Now this brings us back to the small squadron of animatronics known to us as Bidi Bom. These guys have new and improved Balloon Boy written all over them. We already know from the first teaser video for Sister Location that something crawls through the vents, and I'd wager it's going to be these little buggers. If you're supposed to be a late night technician, then you'd be expected to have a more complex job than that of a, night security guard. So, there will obviously be more to your job than just closing a couple doors, checking security cameras, and the odd bit of shining a light. So, whereas BB was able to completely ruin us by stealing our batteries from our flashlight, this time it will take considerably more to ruin us and get us brutally killed off by other animatronics. So apparently they went all Avengers and assembled a team to do it this time. I doubt any individual Bidi Bom could do too much damage to us one-on-one, so they will likely crawl through the vents and mess with the wiring and safety features, such as they are, this is still fazzbear entertainment after all, to leave us as vulnerable as possible to attacks from other animatronics. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the Arena Troupe. Obviously, they're mini versions of Ballora, but what are they for? To the public, they'll likely serve as backup dancers for Ballora herself. Because what great dancer doesn't have backup dancers, am I right? To us, as the night technician, they will likely be decoys for Ballora herself. Ballora might announce her presence via a musical tune of some sort, like a music box ballerina. If that's the case, however, then I would assume her miniature counterparts may be capable of doing the same thing. However, I doubt the Minarinas are capable of doing any significant damage to us, much like Bidi Bom, so I would assume they only serve as a distraction from their mistress's movements to make us easier prey. Now let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, shall we? This little device right here. We saw it on Scott's website. It's visible on a couple of screenshots from the game's Steam page. But what is it for? What does it do? I think I have a theory about that. This device may be a type of control panel meant to do one of two things. The top button most likely is meant to control lighting. This will probably prevent attacks from the main group of animatronics, much like flashing a flashlight in the face of older animatronics stopped them in their tracks as well. If it isn't meant for general lighting, it may be meant for the show stage and forces them to obey their programming and return to their starting positions on the stage. Now the bottom button, the one with the lightning bolt, is probably meant to control power. Power for things like doors, which, got my fingers crossed, may finally work like real power doors now, and external control panels and such. This will likely be used to ward off our non-main animatronics, vis-a-vis Minarina and Bidi Bom, and possibly Ennard himself, preventing them from entering rooms and messing with equipment of vital importance to keeping you alive through the night. Well, that's about everything new since the last video. I think we've covered everything. So I guess that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, If you have any theories of your own, why not post it down in the comments section. If you missed my previous sister location theory video, you can go check it out right here. Or if you prefer something different, why not check out my Pokemon Go tutorial video? It's quite informative. You can check it out over here. That does it for me this week, guys. This is Master RBG, signing off.